Welcome to today's MJ News Digest, July 19, 2020. Here are today's headlines. Michael teaches Beyonce the Estate Vs Tohme, inside Michael's Disney Getaway, not one but two leaked MJ and Lisa Marie videos, and Michael Jackson Redemption movie exclusive. I'm going to look at the soundtrack and some film footage. So first, Showbiz cheat sheet, the Michael Jackson performance Beyonce watched for hours. There are many comparisons apparently made between Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Jackson was arguably the most important R&B singer, arguably. He was. Because of this, it's no surprise that Jackson was a major influence on Beyonce. In fact, two of Jackson's performances had an incredible impact on Queen Bee. Now, I've read this article already and I can't remember them referencing two performances, but we'll carry on. So what made Beyonce want to become an entertainer? In Beyonce's music there were clear allusions to many great artists. Her catalogue contains callbacks to everyone from Lil Wayne to Franz Schubert. Queen Bee clearly has lots of influences, including Jackson has her greatest influence. According to Yahoo News, Beyonce attended her first concert as a young child. It was a Jackson concert. She said that it changed her life and she decided she wanted to become an entertainer. He is the reason I do what I do, because I would have never experienced that magic if it wasn't for him. So what is the Jackson 5 performance that Beyonce repeatedly watched to learn Michael Jackson's soul? The Jackson 5 are generally considered one of the greatest boy bands of all time. Beyonce says, when I was just starting out, my first producer used to make me listen to Michael Jackson's live performance of the J5's Who's Loving You. He would have me watch that for hours back to back to back. She also said what he wanted me to learn was his soul. You could hear his soul, and he was this little kid who hadn't experienced love, but he was a vessel. It's something that's God-given. Ain't that the truth? And she goes on to say, Michael taught me that sometimes you have to forget technique, forget what you have on. If you feel silly, you have to go from the gut and just let it go. Who's Loving You didn't even reach the Billboard Hot 100, but it still managed to have a huge impact. And also, he goes on to say that during one of her performances, one of her concerts in 2009, after she learned that Michael Jackson had passed away, she performed Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean and I Can't Help It, and she thanked Jackson for his contribution to music, and the crowd thanked him as well. And we thank you, Beyonce. So our next story is all about Tohme. So this is Michael Jackson estate settles lawsuit with ex-manager for $3 million. So this was a weird case, wasn't it? I think at one point they had agreed a settlement, but then Tohme didn't sign it. Very, very strange. So Tohme has reportedly accepted a $3 million settlement after demanding a cut of compensation that he believes he was owed. So let's see if they have any other news on this. So yeah, he first sued the estate in 2012 for $20 million. Tohme and the estate bosses agreed to terms last year, but a written acceptance was never agreed on and the money was never paid. The new settlement makes it clear that Tohme cannot bring any other charges against the estate. So the intent of the settlement was to finally put to rest all of Tohme's claims so that the estate is not burdened by future litigation of old claims. So goodbye, Tohme. So our next story is a little bit more pleasant. This is photos and video inside the luxury room of the presidential suite at Disney's Contemporary Resort. So this is really nice. So this is the same suite that Richard Nixon freshened up before infamously declaring, I'm not a crook. And it also, notable celebrities such as Michael Jackson have also stayed in this suite as well. I will link this article in the description because it's really interesting, I think, to look at places that Michael Jackson has stayed in, especially during times when Michael Jackson was presumably happy. So there's some really nice photos here, but there's also a video at the end. I'll play a little bit of that, and if you want to check out this video yourself, then check out the link in the description.
The other patios, you got a ton of room out here, but this view, magnificent, a magnificent view. We're real close.
Okay, so most of you are already aware of this. This is the leak of the full video of Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley, Benjamin Keogh, Riley Keough in South Africa in 1997. We had photos of this up until that point, but there was also another video that was linked that some of you have missed, and I'll play a little bit of that in a moment. I will link both of these in the description. Both of the videos are amazing for their own rights. This video is really cool, this first one. It shows just MJ being Michael Jackson the man, not Michael Jackson the celebrity. It shows his compassion towards the children. Omar Batty's here as well, and it also shows the relationship between Lisa Marie and Michael. And at times, if you're really careful and you keep a watch on both of them, you can see these little subtle glances that they give each other, and it still shows that a year after their divorce they were still very much in love with each other.
She getting along? I'm in the back. Yeah, I'm in the back. Yeah, no problem. He's in the back. No problem. It's fine. I'm in the back.
Oh, okay, so this next video, this is the second video. This was posted on a different account, but I think the same user uses two different accounts. So this is Rare, Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley inside the hotel, South Africa, 1997. This is really good. So this is Michael, Lisa Marie in a theatre of sorts, watching a Michael Jackson tribute artist performing You Are Not Alone in front of Lisa Marie and Michael. Obviously that song holds significance to the pair of them, but just watching their faces and watching how they interact, again, it is very clear that they were still in love with each other, and the tribute artist has some really lovely things to say about Michael. I will link the full video in the description below.
I'm not supposed to say this, but I need to say this, because tomorrow I won't be able to say anything to him because he's so untouchable. I want to just say that when you think about Michael Jackson, you think about him being the greatest entertainer in the world, but something I feel, as well as a lot of other people fail to realize, the humanitarian that he is and the goodwill that he does for so many people. I totally forget about that, because I mean, I just think about how smooth everything he does is so smooth.
Okay, so Geraldine Hughes yesterday posted on Twitter, "So excited it's time to debunk all the lies about MJ being a child from an eyewitness in '93. It's time for Redemption, the movie." And this got fans very excited. So she also posted this picture, which I presume is the movie poster. I don't think it will be the final movie poster if the MJ estate have anything to say about it, which they will. So let's have a look at what some of the fans have said underneath. Obviously there was a lot of questions like, when is this movie coming out? Geraldine was saying that because of lockdown it's kind of delayed things, but they're looking for a 2021 release. She talks about production not starting. She also, a fan asked her if this was going to be a documentary or if it was going to be a film, and she said it's not going to be a documentary, it's going to be an actual film, and the reasons why she wanted it to be an actual film. And it seemed a general consensus among fans was that perhaps the documentary would serve this story better. So I wanted to find out some more information, and I did. I went into full detective mode and went onto Geraldine Hughes' Facebook page to see what she has been posting, and that led me down a little bit of a rabbit hole. So the first thing here is Troy Edwards is with Geraldine Hughes. More about Troy in a minute. Man in the Mirror, Let's Go, 2021 Redemption, Michael Jackson movie. Thank you, Sergio, for keeping MJ tribute going. Troy Edwards is the executive producer of the soundtrack, apparently, so more about that in a moment. So this is a clip from Sergio. He is a Michael Jackson tribute artist. I think he's got quite a following on TikTok. Let's see what people have said underneath this. So Geraldine replied with, "I think he would be a great MJ in Redemption movie. Yes, let's go 2021." And someone else replied, I think he would also let's get him. And then someone put no, hell no. I would agree with that. No, I'm not a fan of Sergio being in this film. And then Troy Edwards also posted 3HP Films, which is a film production company, another level. It all started with this best-selling book, Michael Jackson Redemption, movie coming soon. I'm going to play this footage here. I might have to talk over the audio because it plays a bit of Will You Be There, and I'll probably get a copyright strike. But see what you think about this footage. I'll talk about this in a little bit. Pay close attention as well. Now, does this footage look familiar or not? And pay close attention to the mirror that's directly opposite that chair. And who's sitting in the chair? Now, I originally thought when I saw this footage, this looks like something that could have come from Searching from Neverland and they've put the song over the top of it, or maybe it was from the Man in the Mirror biopic. Unfortunately, I went through both of those last night. I couldn't find this scene in there. Might have missed it, dozed off a couple of times as you do. But I think this is footage, just reading some of the comments and the responses, I think this is footage that 3HP Films have shot. Now, whether this is actually footage that's going to be in the film or whether this is footage for a teaser trailer, I don't know. But bearing in mind they're talking about Sergio, and then if you watch again, I'll play this bit in the mirror, there's an MJ lookalike, and then you kind of see him there. Is that Sergio? Is Sergio going to be in this film? Have they already started filming, even though Geraldine is saying they haven't gone into production? Anyway, so I went onto the 3HP Records Instagram. I told you I was a detective, and this is Troy Edwards again, and he's posted quite a bit about Redemption and the soundtrack. So let's see what he has posted. So first of all, he posted a picture of Sergio, saying this is not the real Michael Jackson. His name is Sergio, actor, performer. Actor? Is he an actor? Maybe he's an actor now. Now he's going to be in this film. Just saying, allegedly. And then he posted a day before Geraldine, he posted the Redemption, the movie poster. 3HP News just had a powerful meeting for the Michael Jackson Redemption movie. It's about to go down. The soundtrack is going to be fire. Some of the names coming soon. And then he tags some really interesting names. So he tags Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill, Keith Sweat, Danelle Jones, quite a few people. So it kind of leads you to believe that these are the artists that are going to be on the soundtrack. But I don't think that, well, I dug a little bit deeper and it doesn't look like they are going to be. And is the soundtrack going to be covers, or is it going to be all new original songs? Who knows? So this is another post, Michael Jackson Redemption, the movie, 3HP Records, 3HP News, Michael Jackson Redemption, the movie coming soon, the best-selling book, the movie and the soundtrack. We have some of the hottest artists for this soundtrack, and then in brackets, we are taking submissions. And then he tags the same artists, plus a few more, including Neo. So it looks like that perhaps they haven't got any artists at the moment, and they are just putting some feelers out and tagging as many of the artists that they want to contribute to this soundtrack. And this next post, where is it? There it is. So this, apparently 3HP Records presents Redemption soundtrack. Is this the soundtrack cover? Don't think so, if this don't have anything to do with it. And again, they're saying that he's just been in the studio today with somebody presumably working on the soundtrack, and again he's tagged certain people into it. It's good news that something is happening. It's really good that Geraldine's dream is coming true and that she is making her book into a film. I can't wait for it. So this is my YouTube recommendation of the day. It's the Michael Jackson Beyonce mashup cover by New Faith, of Black Lives Matter. Absolutely amazing. It's too short though, it's only 47 seconds, but I will be linking the full video in the description. Take it away, girls. That was an amazing hoo-hoo, wasn't it? Thank you very much for watching. That's today's MJ News Digest. Please like, comment and subscribe because the best is yet to come.